Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Drawer here, and today I'll be bringing you part 28 of my Stoneblock 4 playthrough. And today we'll be trying to remake this, or at least remake the fission reactor. So, um, what I've done in between is, like I said, I made another, neutron activator, which has turning the um, liquid lithium out of this. Not liquid, the gaseous lithium out of this into tritium. That tritium is then being pumped into one of these ports. I hate these little orbitals. We then have a pump that is got a filter upgrade, which turns the water into heavy water, which is then in an electrolytic separator, making deuterium, and also oxygen. I've got it dumping the oxygen. Um, that's also being pumped into a different port. Then we've got the cables running into this chemical infuser to make DT fuel. That is what we need to kick off the reactor. I actually watched a video about how this runs and everything on my way home from work this morning. And there are apparently 3 ways to run it. You can either run it like this, where you just take the raw deuterium and the raw tritium into the reactor, and it fuses within the reactor, and that produces power. You can also make it a water-cooled reactor, so you've got more pumps going in, more pumps coming out, and you can pump that into a turbine, because that water-cooled makes a bunch of steam, put that into a turbine, then you've got 2 sets of power, depending on how much steam you're using. Or you can take this, the DT fuel, pump that directly into the reactor, and just run it off of the pre-fused chemicals for a much higher output. The problem is, it also requires a much higher input, because when you're running with the what is it, raw ones, the deuterium and the tritium, you can change the ingestion rate, like 30 millibuckets a tick. That's 15 deuterium, 15 tritium a tick. If you're just going with the DT fuel, it's just flat 500 millibuckets a tick. So you need to be making 10 buckets a second to be able to run this off of DT fuel. And considering this is not exactly fast, look at the rate at which it's going up. Compare that to the rate at which that's going up. And yeah, so probably not going to be doing the raw DT fuel into here. But we did need the DT fuel for the whole rum. H. Didn't I make one of those? Thought I did. We also need lasers. Doesn't say what it does. Give me 4 of those. Give me 8 of those. Give me 12 of those. And I'm assuming that the different laser types just is the amount of energy it can like produce. Ah, right there being charged, so. Eight of those. And 16 of those. Oops. Okay, that's annoying. Can I wrench this? Yes. How much is that going up? I think it's already ready to go. Maybe not. What did it say it needed? 400 million. Not 4 million. If I were to... it's only pulling out 8. That's, what? 1%? If that's the case, then give me those back. We'll just take it straight up to the top one. Or... Ooh, that's a bigger laser. How much you pulling out now? 18. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. It, not even triplet. I definitely made the... Is it in here? No. Did it get put into my other backpack? Or my other backpack? Or my other backpack? Okay. Guess I'll make another one then. How close we getting? I've also set this off so that it doesn't just fire automatically. Give me a plug while we wait for this to charge up. Really was not expecting it to take this long. You go into reactor power, bypass limit. Well, we're halfway there. I wonder... in here... think I need to put you in first, and then I fire you. Give me a button. Now that's not gonna work, because I've got nowhere to actually put the... But that sent a beam out, and now we've got a fusion reactor that is outputting... Still charging up. So that is going up still. That's obviously still going up. Let's try to double it. That is going down. I wonder, if I were to increase the heat of this, does that speed it up? No. So at a thing of 50, it's outputting up to 10 million. Now it does have to charge up to that, so we need to actually take you down to, what, 40? You're still going down. Why'd that go to 34? I said 35. Okay, it seems 30 was the... meaning that can output at most 6,000. See, if it was water cooled, it'd be outputting 1.5 and 4.5 million millibuckets of steam. Yeah, that's going down now. Well, it's cooling down. So the limiting factor is this. Going, by the way. This whole thing might be a limiting factor. We might run out of lithium soon. Now that is going up still. Okay. So long as that's going up. But if I were to then speed this up, then that wouldn't be running as efficiently, and then... So we'll keep it at the generating 6 million. That's fine for now. What are we doing? Oh yeah. Give me my tape measure. Don't have my tape measure. Did I put it in here? No. Must be in the other one. Don't think you're needed anymore. I think you'd only be needed if we were going to, like, turn this off and then turn it back on at a later time. Okay, cool. So we just have 6 million RF tick to work with now. What was I doing? I was going to grab something. What was it? Oh yeah, the measuring tape. That can fuck off. Not in there either. There it is. Remember that the first, what was it, 37 I think it was, cannot be fission cells. So we can go from here, 17, so we need to push this wall back one. That in my offhand. Move this out 18. Yeah, that's mostly fine. Oops. And switch off so that I have the working area. Right, that doesn't have a thing on it. But using that 6 million RF tick now, we can actually, what's it called? Run the pumps at a higher rate. So that means we can then pump more water in. So that should be able to then keep up with more. Just trying to think. I don't want another explosion. Okay, so let's just trash all of that. So give me my reactor casings, not reactor, that was reactor. 713 doesn't sound right. Fine. And that. Is there a spider? I torched up all of the... must have spawned on... Hey. Couldn't have spawned on that one block. A mess. So, I didn't even have the Skullfire sword in my... I had the torch in my hand, yeah? Why did it, Skullfire it? Hmm. Today. Dang it. How did I do that? Why did you... That's weird. Again, how did that happen? My mouse seems to be jumping a little. It's almost perfect. We need torches. Apparently I'm out of torches. Another spider somehow. It didn't seem right, and yet it was. Okay. Now we want the fuel. And where's my building tool? It's in the other one, isn't it? Just double checking. gadget. Oops. We loot pinyated. Um, there. It's a lot quicker when we do it like this. I didn't do that. We'll see. The control rod. Give me this. One, two. Right. Off. There's no like under. This way building gadgets used to be better. Like for one, you could make a larger checkerboard than just a 3x3, and you could place it like under. Oops, really? I should have approximately everything needed, like already in my system. Give or take a couple, because we used the glass for the other thing, but I think I made enough to compensate for that. And others may have gone over because of the like crafting numbers. Cool. Give me more, not control rods. Fuel rods. Somehow we apparently got 2 extra stacks of fuel rods. Don't know how that happened. So that's a full level. Hell. And now let's do this the way that I had it. Because I really don't think that this is going to compensate for just pumps at their max. Give me some stone so I can level this out a little. We need this wall to be at least in line with the bottom blocks. So that we can go turn this all into source blocks. Give me actually only, is it 7? No, I think it'd be 9 if it was an odd number. There we go. Give my electric pumps. Give me another one of these. Now that one is thingoed. Oops. There. 1, 2, 3. Go. Now let's break more blocks we just placed so that we can do the energy cables. And one more. My ports now. It was 16 I had. The fact that I've done this in a way that the solid block I place is in line with the... Actually, it doesn't have to be. Oops. Like, could be done like that. Give me that back. How? If I click here, I'm very clearly on this front face. Okay, yeah, that works. We've got the one at the top to be steam output, water recycle input. That's steam output, so output coolant. Output waste. Probably don't need to, but if I want to get the plutonium running again as well, or polonium, whichever one's which, I would need to. And now the rest is just reactor glass. If I go like that, does that... It does, but that's why I wasn't doing that, because it'd go off the ground as well. Cool. Should now just be able to go like this. Why did... Max was 1048, so I'm out of that, so I don't know if I have enough reactor glass. Oh, no, it formed. Cool. At 17 over. Let's get me my ultimate. Actually, no, I think I need 32. Can't go like that, can I? No. Speed. All the others are at 22. And energy. Ultimate again and give me my energy cables. Or universal cables. There we go. Yep, and then we'll go. The plug I have in my plug point. like that. Disable limit. Okay. So we go to the world engine. You've still got a 3 million buffer, okay. But I do know that this is not enough, so if we go with speed, okay. This time, for some reason, I wasn't in the search bar. If I go, what is it, 8, so 16 more speed. That takes it from 562.3 to 1,000. Also takes the energy requirement of 2250 to 40 a tick. Yeah, sometimes you just have one that does that. Or a couple that do that. Yes, and the thing is full. Yep. Alright, what are these ports need to be input? That's why I had 2 of them. You can't really run this if it doesn't have a fissile fuel input. So we need wireless. Why do I have a connection that's not? Right. Connected my fissile to something. You're now my fusion, I should say. My label maker. Now I have the fission one, which needs its own little tree now. Because all these ones were full. Actually, yeah, all those ones are full. Just go like that. That's what I can do. Assuming my label maker's in here. You can be... So we go like that. This comes in line with there, so just go there, connect this to the fusion one, whichever one. Stopped or yes. Do I have interfaces under your yes. So you should just be automatically running, meaning I should just be able to pipe that in. Change that back to showing items. That was the wrong one. We need 3 of those. I don't know why I default to using the hammer when I'm mining a single block. You're only elite. Eh. Got the ultimate. Really? Go, and we'll have you port. Cobble as usual. Smart. Ooh, that's what we want. We also want the redstone. One of these times I'm gonna hit the right buttons. Possibly. Take that out. Chuck you on. This whole thing's disabled. Give me a lever. Chuck you onto there. Still disabled. You input celebrations. And I guess crafting. Shouldn't need a crafting, but Okay, so the exporter doesn't work. We need to turn you into an interface. we already have several. I should start pumping it full of. Oh, dumbass. So the exporter probably would have worked. Oh, right, that can't go into. Let's test it, I guess. Put coolant input. Actually, not going that bad. Do I have acceleration cards in this one? Yes. Quite a bit of fissile fuel. If we were to check that on now, that would all be bad because we don't have the turbine made. Let's make that now. Need 2 of those. Let's get rid of that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Break these. Now, don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. No, it does. Cool. Yes. Don't know how I stopped flying there, but okay. I'll let you up. Guess I need to chuck another couple torches up the top. Well, this is an issue. I can't even slash home from in here. Watch, I'm gonna be directly under the block that I just put a torch. That's an issue. Interesting. So that definitely does... Do I have something else that does that as well, or... Oh. Thought that was a, wandering trader for some reason. Oh, that's perfect. Now, what I did at one point have was, the top row made by turbine casings. I'm gonna need to do another row of this. Torches on the corner. Oh, that's gone. There. That's all of those that we need. We need you to go here. Chuck you. I want to say that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need to be over 1. Not a bad estimate, but keep hitting the wrong buttons. Turbine. Give me that and that. Ah, you can be wanted. Eh. Yeah, I almost got that one dead center as well. Yes, good. Just say that that's in line. Settings, video settings, not video settings. Accessibility settings for FOV effects off. I think that's one more actually. Yeah. Cool. Fence, give me the saturation. Saturating, I guess. The electromagnetic coils. So, that final thing was. What was the final thing? Cool. Now I got gunpowder down there. Why do I keep forgetting this? The pressure dispersers. That's it. Would not have gotten that any time. I always miss one. That time was two. Cool. And the rest is just turbine glass. Nope, it's structural glass. That's it. Does that have spells in it? Why did that? I meant to go there. It does not seem to have spells in it. There was a way to open it. Anyway. On the back up yet? No. How long does it have till it backs up? Quite a while. You're still going good. You're obviously still good, so... Alright. Got structural glass is one you can't use the one for. Now, if these pumps at 24 speed can't keep up, I may just chuck it in an exporter on every single one of those. What's it called? All of them fully speed upgraded, because I have a stack of acceleration cards. And do it that way. Also have them with capacity cards so we get the extra row. If the water's not the issue, which it really shouldn't be, then I don't know what the answer is. Still have all the watches down in my Fizzle area. Think I do. And they can stay down there. Apparently that does work. Why is it the way it is? Oh, because it's only set to 1. And a Mr. Apparently you can go out of bounds with this. I know, I do. Take that and have stuffed up something. Probably missing a piece of glass. That was the issue last time. Maybe it was the vent on the top. I do like to do a vent in the center. Nope, that's not it. Okay, now we have to go through and find out what the missing pieces. I'm gonna take this orbital thing off. Be easy to see without things obscuring my vision like that. Would have to be along the top area. Seeing any like noticeable gaps. Oh, it's right here. I think that is the number of thingers I'm meant to be left with. Let's... Or not. Seems like another one is over here. Or maybe it's just because I was highlighting it. So we're missing a full row there. A column. Try the vent again. Sometimes it is picky about what you need to place. Dumbass, there's a torch in there. Because it's not going to work if there's a torch in there. Go. It's... What is it? Pressurized? I think it's pressurized for steam. That. Give me... Like that. We also want the mechanical to pump the water back into it. Just go from the top. I really don't like these gravity greaves. It's just they're a lot better armor than anything I have, so I have to deal with them. What am I doing? I've got a... I thought I had a plug floating here. I do. I don't have my watches here. Where did I put my watches in? In my backpack? Okay, I do that just to heal up my hammers. Where are my watches? They were over here. Something I'm gonna need to do is, increase the amount of storage I have for all the singularities. Because and we're not touching this for a while. We're not delving into that full. Because this in and of itself requires 16 infinity ingots. Ooh. I wonder if that's going to respect enchantments and augments. We need Carmenite, which can only be done through mixing. I remember seeing that. But, apparently it itself can be enchanted. Whereas... So, what I'll probably do is I'll strip the enchantments off, combine them into a single book, and then just chuck that onto the sword. But the infinity ingots was all of that, which means it's all of that. And remember, for 9 it was 72 of each of the singularities. So for 16, it's what's 16 by 64? 128. So that's 2 stacks of each of the ingots, just for the sword. Not to mention the armor, which 16 there, and also another 2 there. 16 and 2, 16 and 2, 10 and 2. The boots are fine. Sanic speed. And that is also why I kept the red matter stuff in, not just a gem that I have. I don't know why I'm being so stingy with my watches. I've got 3,000 coins. Oops. And I don't think I can get that just quite yet. Nah. Sell a stack of wyvern cores for 75. But yeah, so... we were to chuck your burn rate at 40. Because our fuel's going up. Your, oh yeah. Because our fuel's still going up. Water's going down. Okay. Take that to 30. Still going down. That's odd. Because 30 was running with... shouldn't need these? I'll do it just in case. I could just pump it in through there. You know, that's still not keeping up. Let's quickly jump to the world engine. See what all of them are. Negative 8 million. Okay, we tried it. could probably do it with 16, what's it called? "16 pumps." But that's not really viable energy-wise. Why are you... I'm gonna try and do that. I know it doesn't work. Let's run... Make me 2 stacks of those. See what it's like with just that for now. If it's able to keep up. Because if it's able to keep up like this, then that's nice. Because it's really tedious to fill in all of these slots with water. And having to do that 16 times. There is obviously a much, much simpler way of doing this. I just don't know what it is. But if this somehow doesn't work, then I'm going to have to go out and find a new way to actually get this, like, cooled down enough. It's really not keeping up. Huh. Got 2, and we've already used 1, so that's another, what, 15? I was going off of 18 for some reason. If this doesn't work, I may have to switch them over to importers, which can do 4 buckets from each of the slots. Though there's only 9 slots, and they can't take acceleration cards. You'd think the 4 acceleration cards would... How did that even get in there? Would be better than just 1 extra thing of buckets. Considering I have an infinity water thing, this really isn't an issue for, like, pulling the water out. I just hope this keeps up. And another person tried and sell their art to me today. Didn't seem to catch on that they were being purposefully ignored. But apparently they felt that they had to go waste someone else's time, so they left eventually. I'm actually half tempted they dropped their Insta, so I want to see what their portfolio is. One sec. Not going to say the name out loud because they don't deserve that, but pretty sure I've actually had that exact same Instagram handle be dropped. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. It is the exact same as every other um one that's tried to do it. So they always have different accounts and they always link to different socials. So I don't think it's just one person doing it. But for the fact that all of them look the same, I really should stick the redstone on the back here so I don't have to keep running around the full reactor to test it out. Is that 4 already? Ow. Why is there no music? sometimes there's different tracks as soon as one ends, and other times there's no music for hours. I really don't know why. Oh, let's just so I stop grabbing the wrong thing. That was what, 6? We'll test it out on 8. We'll test it out on 8 and we'll disconnect the other 8. I'm pretty sure I've got all the fissile fuel things like max speed, possibly. So it really is just more watches to speed them up more. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. I don't know why the crafting card, not crafting card, the acceleration card went into some of the export buses. I wonder if I could use Super Factory Manager to write a code for this. Like, rather than having to do it all manually. But I don't know how that would interact with not refined, AE2 and that. No, these are not. These are no upgrades. Except for these, which are half upgraded in speed. Interesting. Still going down at about the same rate it was. That is not something I want to see. Huh. Why'd I get rid of that bottom row? Got 2, so make me another 6. Yeah, because you can have induction crafting off fuzzy. But you can be set to 4. Now I'll go like that. And then we'll chuck the thing on when we're fully set. Why it limits it to 4. That was 2 of those. Honestly, this would possibly actually be better because we can use the pipes for this, and then that actually means we can set up a buffer whenever it's deactivated. I wonder if I can accelerate a neutron activator. Like, you'd think you'd have to be able to, yeah? But how annoying of a multi-block it is to set up, purely for the space and the time it takes to do a single operation, you'd think that if they were wanting people to use the GT fuel to max out their fusion reactor, they'd have to be able to speed up the production of the tritium to that 250 millibuckets a tick. But, oh well. We'll have to see when we get to this all sorted out. Also don't know what speed this outputs. Like, I highly doubt it's going to do 4 buckets every tick. But if it did, that'd be nice. But I could... Well, it might do 4 buckets every tick. And then only do each one of these one after the other. But I think it may actually be like 5 ticks for each operation. Now let's see how it runs off of the what are they? Interfaces. Oops, give me that back. Yeah, that's running at about the same rate. Which means it's really not respecting the oops. Guess we'll just have to try it out with them like fully done. Because if that doesn't work, then I don't know what to do. So that was another 8 of these. Had to do that. It, again, it shouldn't need it, but... Oops. I don't know why I'm doing this, because the others haven't been set up yet, but... It seemed to actually work. Can't tell if that's slower or... I think it's slower. Really is interesting, because it, fills up the pipes pretty much immediately. Now they're empty. Ah. So they were, cycling through, being set to just open, I guess. It was probably a good thing I did disconnect them just for the true test. That makes me wonder, where was that water going? Because if it emptied the pipes like that, they were consistently empty, meant it must have been going somewhere. But I don't have a fluid cell in my... I don't think this water counts as a chemical, so... And the only other water thing I have is... either an external storage that is set for... like, basically... exporting only, no, importing only. Or it's all the stuff that have crafts with it, and if it pushed it into there, that makes no sense. The fact that it's constantly flowing. Oops. Where did it go? Sometimes I really don't like this configurator. Where was it? There. There. Unless it was just pumping it back into the same cell, like the infinite water cell. Which if it did that, that'd be nice. I don't think this is gonna work. That is the most that I can get out of this. All of them are set to export. Hey! Stagnation. And the fissile fuel's going up as well. That's what we want to see. Go to the world engine. That's at 8. Can I pump it up any further? Probably not. No. Okay. So let it catch back up. Considering it's only got 6 millibuckets, we really don't need to up the energy, because that'd just be a waste. Let's check that at 35. And we'll let that catch back up. So it seems like 30 is our limit. I could just add more interfaces, like just on the back of these pipes as well. What is your transfer rate? That could also be an issue. be an issue. Because this is doing 36. It's running back again. We're slowly making antimatter. Like, really slowly. Visual feels fine. Going up very quickly with that. Now we'll keep it like this. I'll do testing off screen, because it's very tedious to do the filling of all the slots, so I assume it's equally as tedious to watch it. If we were going to speed this up, then we'd need to move it away from the... Maybe wouldn't have to move it away from the evaporation towers. What are you on? Can I speed you up? No. This up at least. So if we can get a backlog in these, then we could speed up the concentrator. But we managed to fill it up. Heat's at max, so we can't change that. But it's going up a lot quicker now. I'm pretty sure. I don't actually know what rate it was going up beforehand. At this rate, I don't even really need the watch. The watches down there. Oh hey, I can do that now. Give me my weekend. Cool. So what do we want to do? Tunnel. Could do the Chester Arena again. We've done the Ocean Dungeon, Troll Cave, the Ice Spider's Den. Can be found in the upper parts of the Ocean Ring. Frosted Prison. Explorers. The compass in my thing. There it is. There. But keep the mutton. We don't actually get much mutton. Gem and the world shaper. Everything else can go there. Not there. That one. Oh, there. Those upgrades in there. Have that. 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 So many copper blocks. Ah, right, because of the... what's it called? Cows. One, 81 of those. Nope, we need 72 of those. Because there's only 8 blocks that we need. Okay, we want... what's it called? The... Frosted Prison. Found at 1328. Negative 2272. So it's all the way over there. Where's my base? It's down below. more Twilight then. Was it 2272? I guess because of the ring shape it would be. Okay. Take that in there. Give me my world shaper back. Add those to the claim chunks. Why do I now have a second row of hearts that is also two rows? It's quicker to run. Oh hey, that's my ore site. I just pick up and a pearl. 2272. Doesn't say the height though. Huh. Actually, we're going to... I don't have a void upgrade. Do have a void upgrade. I've learned not to run it. Oh god. Game was not happy with me. I say I've learned not to run it and then I immediately start running it. Hey, we're in the ocean layer. And that is at... not actually that far up. I mean, we're definitely moving at too steeper gonna wanna also add that into the Oh, ice prison. What are these little... Sup? Druggers, eh? Really? Okay, fine. This teleportation thing I have is a little annoying. What are they dropping? Black steel nuggets, eh? To make black steel ingots and a Taj? Looks like a shield. Ooh, the soul render. The cursed bow that is used to turn into the longbow of the heavens. What are you used for then? You're just an axe. You used for anything? You're just a pickaxe. Hmm. Okay. The Annihilator. Hmm. The Immolator. Are those, under gearing up ones? Surprisingly, no. Hmm. Okay. That's surprising. Oops. Killed one inside. Hello. I am up here now. I am down here now. I am in a cell now. That was a little better. The problem is that each time I get teleported, I lose track of where I was. Hello. Hang on, I'll come to get you. Fall. Ah, that would be the... So what does this one give me? Huh. Fair enough. Really not much stuff. Check the one on the other side of the hole. This one only has one. What do they do? You mind? There's a boss here. Dictus, eh? He died. Isn't Maledictus the one we fought in the, Yeah. Because we turned that into the, euphonium. Oops. Cool. Why did my iPad just start playing music? That is very weird. Oh. That's what I was trying to do in the other one. Slipstream gem. Take it. I'm gonna blame that on the nauseous carousel, even though it was not that fault. Perfect roller stem. That's actually what we want. It was the curious. So apparently I can just farm him. His power is still weak. After a certain amount of time I can was not expecting to see Maledictus again. Now, how do I get out of here? That goes up. I need to go out. Like I said, this is the issue with the teleportation thing. I don't know where it came from. Where it came from? Yes, it was. Stop doing that. It's more of the big guys. At least that's what it sounded like. And... Jeez. Take all the spells, take the... I'm done here. Must just be the noise that regular dragons make. Alright, I forgot I had this. Bye. So there's probably more of those, like, really good chests hidden. There's a whole watchtower that I didn't even find the entrance to. Okay, that makes sense. I can't even see half the things that are making me teleport. I'm back in the fucking building. battle him again. And we didn't get a opinion. Cool. Anyway, so we did this. Come on. Is it at the top that it was the exit? Don't see if there's any more external chests. Really doesn't look like it. Yeah, well. Really, it changes my, like, the direction I'm facing as well. Surprised that hasn't triggered. Is that not one of the ones we had to find? Should I be... because they're still in the ocean, I guess. No? Hmm. Weird. Mind if I get the magnet on for doing this? Not seeing anything. It's a whole bunch of torch flowers. That's a trial spawner. Or an ancient revenant. Other thing, look. I'm sorry, what? Damn, that couldn't even condense. Lance mana. Potions of flying for 30 minutes. 4K Mega, 1K Mega, Epic Ink, Evasion Elixir. Again, more stasis. Look of Ancient Metal. Revenant Skull. Okay. Is that everything? Oh. 16K Mega. Oh, that's a different one. And that is not stasis. That one's disappointing. Yeah, just casual 64K. Epic Ink. Ender Surge. +1 to. Okay. You can have that. The Ravenous Bloodlord. Lifesteal, attack damage, healing received, +3 luck. Just another XP chicken. Witherite ingot. Hell is Witherite? I make Witherite from the Harbinger. Okay. We do have a quest to kill the Harbinger, so Singularity, Erase Dead Scroll, Cast Time Reduction, Ah. Another Eternalist. Spell specifically. Healing Circle. Oh, we needed one of those. I think this is where we started. Yeah. Got it crashed for a second there. Yeah. I think that may be everything. At least this backpack actually lets me delete from it. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have been putting stuff back into chests. Ow. Okay, this was a very weird dungeon. You... Phantom. Wait, Phantom? I'll take that. I need the Phantom's membrane. Get any? We got 41. What did I need that for? Swear I needed it for something. See, extravagant, I got... Nope. Hmm. Well, I needed it for something. Also, I'm gonna take more of this, runewood. Because if we're gonna get into mountain stuff, we probably want to actually get some of the stuff required for it. Cool. Now there is no way that I'm gonna find my way back out the way I came. At least that's what I would say if it wasn't for the massive hole I dug. So that looks like another one of these. That looks like it's the Thingo dungeon. What level is that on? 51. Oh. Flame Birch. And also the Cinder Essence. This really isn't giving me anything. So I'm guessing this is a boss then. Harbinger? No, that's Agent Factory. No. Those are gateways. This one. The Echo of Tyros. A Cinderous Soul Catcher, eh? Soul Caller. Cinder. I'm gonna let this one hit me. It's a good experience. I said I was gonna stop doing this. Did I actually say that, or did I just think it? There's a burning dash. Unless it's a higher rarity than just green. Okay, I guess we go in. Up or down? Up. A vault, eh? I don't have... Do I have any trial key? Would if I spelt it correctly. Just right-clicked it with the... Hmm. So we came in from the south. That's not leading out to the wings. Or just green ones. Another trail spawner. Considering I'm at level 310, the fact that I'm even seeing any change in my experience by killing things is amazing. Apparently, yeah. Really, I loot pinated the bloody swords. Apparently, if you break their armor, they spawn. I don't know what I expected. Didn't have a lock on it, of course it was going to be worse. You know, this looks like an arena. Had 20 block radius. No, 20 damage, 5 block radius. Where'd the runestone go? There. You gonna throw it? Yeah, took me down to 11 things of hearts, so... Divine Soul Shard. Decrepit Key. Unlocks the Citadel... Okay. Decrepit Scythe. The Hellraiser. Imbued spell. Raise Hell. 190 plus 175 damage. Aha. What the hell's a Timeless Slurry? Okay. So if this is what's up, then what's down? Legendary ink, eh? Hmm. The Pyrium. You'll use to make a metallurgical mycelial generator, eh? That's just any ingot. The Pyrium staff. Hmm. So we can straight up get the Hellraiser. Okay. So I'm gonna have to kill him 3 more times for wanna. I mean that's fine. The Cinderous. Just a whole bunch of that. So while we wait for that thing to respawn, inscription tables. Huh. A one instructional guide for new recruits of the Legion, although the techniques shown seem to be extreme prowess. Iron spell. Is it irons spells? Key. No. Just go in there then. Heat surge. Get a lot of fire stuff. Never mind, there's a nice one. The fact that none of the spells we've gotten have been duplicates is surprising. And this was the first one, yeah? No. Ooh, a legendary spell that does 10.5 damage. So bring your inscription tables. Oh, that's a bloody thing upstairs. Oh, wait, spell. That's a different. Well, the flame still burns. Lightning. Do you think the boss's thing has respawned? Did I check that one? Yes. Spell. And there are none on this wall. Okay. And there's a runestone. Okay, gotta wait for him to actually aura farm a little. Signet of the Betrayer. Deals extra damage to creatures based on the maximum iron's mana. Radio. Oh, there's no cooldown or anything. The cooldown is him grabbing his scythe. Another Signet of the Betrayer. This guy is cool. I will say that. Hey, cool, we got another axe. Oh, so that's just the basic one. Freezing snared. Also hit up to 5 nearby enemies. Crit chance, crit damage, armor shred. Okay. Well, we got our 3 keys, so... Cool, we got a holy thing. On that one. On that one. Where did I get sticks from? And then we got one more. Cool. So I'd say this trip was a success. How much did that get me? 30. Okay. Catacombs in the stone and deep sight layer. Using a Pearl of the Frozen Oath gateway. Okay. Well, that's cool. In the Void Chasm Ring. That's where we are, yes. The Malkuth Arena, which is that guy. Cliff off Awakening, eh? But that's where we're gonna end this one. Gonna have some, hopefully, going to have some antimatter when we come back. Have we gotten? Hey, cool. We got some while we were away. That's now, what, 3? Of the 12 we need? It's basically full on fizzle. That's going up. Apparently it's going down. Okay. Let's quickly check the world engine. See what you're at. We got you at 800 billion. Or is that 8 trillion? 9, 10, 11. That's 8 trillion. Okay. Doesn't quite seem right. Then again, that is a 9 million a tick, so... And there's 20 ticks in a second, so yeah, no, that does work out. When did these start, sparkling? Now I can barely even fit in there. These world engine circuits, where did they come from? I think it's time we can say these are no longer doing anything. But yeah. Probably not going to have it done before next stream, but we may want to try and rework the deuterium and the tritium production. The deuterium's fine on its own, like, that's just been full this entire time. But the tritium, we want to make better so that we can actually burn more at the fusion reactor. Yeah. But anyway, gonna end this one here. This was a good stream. Got everything I wanted to do done and more. So, with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.